I did research on influenza in mice and the effects of a drug called clemistine on mitigating the cognitive deficits that result from influenza affecting myelin in the brain. Yeah, it was exciting. You came a long way from Texas, came all the way up here, left my wife and kids down in Texas, and I was just eager to get to it the first time I walked in that lab. And I was surrounded by a lot of eager people in that lab as well, so it worked out pretty well. The reason I went back to school last year was vaguely thinking about going to med school once my youngest child is in school all the time. And part of doing PRECS was to investigate, what that might look like. I worked underneath a MD PhD in my lab, so he had a lot of insight into different life paths I could take. Obviously, I'm getting a really good look at the PhD side of that equation if I wanted to go down that road. And it's made me a lot more amenable to the idea. But it's also, working with Dr. Carlson and doing the boot camp over at Parkland, it's made me also a lot more excited at the possibility of just teaching community college back in Austin. But I feel like whichever way I go, I'm making a more informed decision than I could have if I hadn't been here. Yeah, I think that they took a very good balanced approach of being present and available and supportive without micromanaging. I was working like 90 hours a week in my lab. That's something that they very strongly discourage. But that's what I wanted to do. I didn't come up here from Texas to have a healthy work-life balance. And they respected that, and that was really cool. And they're going to be resources for me for years to come, and I know that. And it's just been a blessing to get to work with them and be a part of this program. I would strongly encourage them to apply for PRECS because, and I was in that position. I was thinking, well, I can't do that. That's way too crazy. Like, one, I probably won't get in because there's no record of me existing as a human. I've just gone back to community college for the first time in like 10 years or however long, 12 years, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I probably won't get it. And if I even did get it, could I really move up to Illinois and do all this? And my wife said to me, yeah, you should try. You need to apply because you can't do it if you don't apply. You definitely can't. And you might be worried about getting in or figuring out the logistics or whatever concerns you might have, but that means maybe it won't work out. If you don't apply, it's definitely not going to work out. So I'd tell them that. I'd tell them, you can't seize an opportunity you didn't apply for. And applying's not, you're not signing a contract in your own blood. You're just putting yourself out there, and it's good practice even if you don't go here.